Welcome to the Royal Hangover. I'm Maria Menounos here with series creator and my co-host for the night, Mark Schwahn.
Very kind of that. Very nice.
I am still trying to let everything from this episode sink in, and I'm sure you guys are too. We've got a lot of fun coming your way, like some super special guests, games, and all kinds of gossip, plus an exclusive look at the first minute of next week's episode. But don't worry, you can join in on the conversation from home. Just tweet us using the hashtag #TheRoyalHangover, and you might see your tweet scrolling down here on air tonight. Joining us along with Mark, we have the man who decided how those chilling flashbacks would look, the director of this episode, James Lafferty, everyone. We've also got Princess Lenny herself, Alexandra Park. And last but certainly not nicest, everyone's favorite evil king, Jake Maskell. Welcome, guys.
I have not seen the king look so casual.
Well,
You look fantastic.
Well, I'm always, dressed up in 3 pieces. I thought I'd let my hair down today.
Well, I can't wait another second, and I bet the loyals can't either. So we've learned so much tonight. I definitely have a lot of questions. I know everyone else does. Alex, Lenny got a lot of mother-daughter time in this episode. So, of course, we want to know what Eleanor really thinks of her mother.
Well, I think at the end of the day, as much as she doesn't show it very obviously, Eleanor loves her mother and wants to be loved by her mother, like I think any child. As similar as they are in many ways, they're also very, very different, and they butt heads a lot. Eleanor can see through her mother's antics and behaviour and strategies, and she's not going to sort of let her get away with it. You know, there's a lot of progression in Ep 7. I don't think we've ever seen them have such conversations as now. By the end of the episode, she's really moved by, the Queen opening up to her and talking to her about her past and her history, and maybe some explanations as to why she might be sort of kind of a little bit twisted. And she can relate to that, and they bond.
But then she finds out that she might be a killer.
Yeah, so then there's that. I think she's just kind of in shock and is disappointed and heartbroken that after feeling like she's progressed so far with this day that they had for her birthday, then it's just kind of, she's just deflated again, and I kind of want to believe that it's not true, so.
Yeah. All right, Jake, what is really going on with Cyrus and Violet? Is Virus real?
Virus, I love that. That's the co-joined name, Virus. Brilliant, yeah.
Never heard that.
I mean, well, it's the first time I've heard it
that's
today.
what we do at E-News every day.
You're right, yeah.
Benifer
Do you think it was a coincidence that we named her Violet? We spent a lot of time in the writer's room doing this.
Yeah.
See,
And
we,
it's
Give your
worked.
creator some credit here.
we respect
Virus.
our shippers. We respect the
I
loyals.
know.
Exactly.
So disgusting.
Talk to us
Pretty
about
gross.
Virus.
Yeah.
Cyrus, he's got everything that he wanted. He's king. But suddenly, there is this looming death. And Violet enters, and she is everything that he isn't. She's pure. She has a heart of love. She's innocent. And I think she kind of knocks him off his feet because she's kind to him and spreads a bit of joy and light into his life. It's what he needs. He falls head over heels in love with her. And
I remember having that conversation on set, and Jake said to me, he said, I'm falling in love with her. And I said, yes, I think that Cyrus is falling in love with her. And he said, no, Jake is falling in love with Keely.
No way.
And I said, yes, you and everyone else on set.
Yeah.
She did such a great job for us, and was
she's
so
gorgeous.
She was really well loved by cast and crew, and they're wonderful to watch together.
Nice.
yeah, we had a really lovely spark, except that day. Do you remember when I had to throw a glass into the fire? That wasn't a great day.
What, did you hit her with it?
Well,
You laugh, but the answer would be yes.
it was made of sugar, and they're as light as anything. Well, I picked it up and I threw it at the fireplace. Well, it kind of veered off and smashed onto Keely's chest. And I was devastated.
I do want to also say that it was the worst throw in the history of
was.
television because the fireplace was right in front of him.
Yes.
She was way over
Yes.
here. But it made for good television.
Hey, it's a good natural reaction. So now that we know a little bit about Domino, how long have you known how you wanted this to kind of play out?
It was season 1 when we introduced Domino at the end of season 1. And so we had those conversations in season 1. Let's know where we're going with Domino before we get into this.
Yeah.
Because the fans are going to want answers.
When do we get them?
And it would be quite a buzzkill. And I possibly will I'll illuminate you a little bit about those things.
Today?
The answers are coming today.
Oh, okay, all right. What's everyone's favorite episode from the 2 seasons so far?
Jake.
Well, episode 4 I loved. It was, I don't know, really fast-paced. There was so much going on. And actually 8 is a really brilliant episode, which I loved as well.
It is, actually. It's amazing. Oh, me? 6. 6 is of season
Why?
2 is well, I just loved I had a lot to do in that episode, and I just thought it was very juicy and challenging and twisted, and that was one of my favorites. I mean, it's hard to pick though. It's kind of a dream with the episodes that we're given. So.
Nice.
That was for you.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Why do you think your show is so addictive, Mark?
We live in a very politically correct environment, and you watch a show where they're ruthless in what they say and do to each other and with each other. And we can't do that in our daily lives, but we can go home and watch an hour of it and go, man, if I talk to my boss like that. I think that's part of the addictive nature of this show, that it's kind of like its language and its behavior is very juicy.
Yeah, you're really good at that, as we all know from One Tree Hill. Speaking of One Tree Hill, James, given the structure of this episode, how did you approach the directing differently, let's say, from any other?
In spite of the fact that it was sort of a non-linear episode, there's non-linear elements to it, the flashbacks and things. It was pretty straightforward in that it was very much people talking, people telling stories. It was 3 sets of people at a certain point, telling stories. And I thought there's like a beauty to that simplicity that we got to sort of just capture that story time.
Obviously, you directed this episode, but you're an actor, and you were an actor on an ensemble show in One Tree Hill.
How old are you in that picture? Right?
12 and a half, I think.
James was 17 when we shot the pilot of One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was a senior in high school.
The youngest
Yeah.
of the cast, and oddly the most mature,
Yeah?
for sure.
It's gone downhill since.
Yeah, and then it's progressively, it was like Benjamin Button, just kind of got younger as I got older.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now, do you think that being a part of that show was helpful for you in this situation?
I think the most important thing that I learned on being on an ensemble is that even though as a character you might have a small episode, in terms of screen time, what you're doing with that time is by no means small. You know, there's still very, very important moments that are happening for everybody all the time. So coming into the Royals, some of the characters didn't have as much to do in my episode. Like, Tom Jasper, for instance, didn't have quite as much as he has in other episodes, but the things that he did have were very pivotal and very key. So making sure to service those moments is just as important as the big reveals that were happening as well. I think that's something that I drew from my experience on One Tree Hill, for sure.
He wasn't, by the way, the only one on One Tree Hill as an actor who is on this stage today. I just want to say, I played Max,
me?
but
Oh
who
my God,
is
you got
this?
Stop it!
How could you do that to Keith? After everything that he has been through.
You mean after everything you put him through?
How dare you?
It'd be good too.
Yes.
Hilarious! Oh, what a surprise!
How old were you then?
How old was I then?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I mean,
That was season 2,
season 2, yeah.
I think.
Wow.
I spent a whole 6 months in North Carolina with you guys.
That's-
I remember
that's
crying, leaving, being like, don't send me back. I love it here. It was so awesome. And I had a great time with you guys. Best ever. All right, guys, we've only just begun digging into all things Royals. James, thank you so much for stopping by. Congrats on an
having me.
amazing episode.
Appreciate it.
Don't go anywhere, guys. When we come back, we've got a surprise Skype with the biggest celeb fan of the Royals. Plus, we're gonna get these guys drunk. We're gonna be breaking out the shots for some trivia. Stay right there, Loyals. We'll be back.
Sunday.
Why do you think the Queen's got anything to do with this?
She'd stop at nothing to protect her station.
Even murder?
Dad loved that girl, and
And you killed her, didn't you?
That's not true.
Your father, he'd want you to know the truth.
What is the truth?
Do you think monarchies just happen? They don't.
This place is built on blood.
People kill people all the time around here, don't they?
The Royals, brand new Sunday at 10, and catch up on demand.
Action.
That was great.
That was a big one.
So as we saw earlier, you saw me getting slapped on the One Tree Hill clip that we just saw. What's it like slapping somebody?
Oh, it's excellent. It is. It's great. I mean, even when Tom's like my best friend, so you know, it's like we had a lot of fun doing that. But I mean, apparently.
Did you really get
I did a couple of times. Yeah.
'Cause that was a lot.
Yeah. There were a couple of ouch moments.
Guys, we are obviously having a great time here, and I'm trying to get Mark and the cast to spill all the secrets about the upcoming episodes. Do you guys have anything more to share with me?
Well, if your mind was blown at the end of season 1, it's gonna be blown at the end of season 2, if that helps. Like,
it helps.
I mean, this guy, he
knows how to write.
He's written some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, we get the scripts quite late in the day, and we're, you know, to the point where we're all going, Mark, we need the script, we need to start learning these lines.
Thanks,
But he does, no, but in a good way. And when we get the scripts, it's like, you're going, no. Like,
Yeah.
That's fun, though.
yeah. And that's kind of reflects the show as well. That's the reaction we want.
Yeah.
TV sets and movie sets are a lot like high school. You know,
Word gets around.
word gets around.
Alex, Lenny has some quips. Tell me what your favorite one line has been.
I mean, my favorite line is the line.
Which
Say it.
is?
I'm just a bitch with money and power. Yeah. But I do make it look good. And it's that bit at the end, which is actually my favorite bit.
I'm just a bitch with money and power. I do make it look good.
She does make it look good.
Thank you.
Now we have a super special guest, the biggest celeb fan of the show, Todd CHRISLEY of CHRISLEY Knows Best is on the line via Skype. So Todd, we hear you are the biggest Royals fan. What do you love most about the show?
I love this show so much. It takes me back to when I was like 16 years old watching Dynasty. To see that the monarchy can behave as poorly as what Crystal did or what Todd and Julie do. I mean, it gives me life every time it comes on.
So I do have to say that this crown really looks great on you. And
it looks a lot better on me than it does Cyrus.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go that far, but I'm wondering if you're angling to get rid of Cyrus to get a role on this show, because you look like you got some intent.
Well, I mean, listen, the king should have 2 balls, and Cyrus is getting ready to lose one. So
Can I do have a prosthetic one, so I have actually got two balls now. Yeah.
But only one's firing in full range.
Oh my goodness, Mark, what do you have to say about all of this? Is there a chance, first of all, that Todd could get like a cameo on the show? I'm agenting for him now.
The family is always invited. We will find something for the CHRISLEYs, for sure.
See?
I'm not trying to be stingy here, Mark, or try to run your show, but anything involving Savannah and Prince Liam works great for us.
By the way, speaking
Savannah
of...
has a crush, right?
Yeah.
Savannah loves Prince Liam.
So, Todd, tell me what your favorite, do you have a favorite line in the show or a favorite
It would
moment?
have had to have been when William said to Cyrus, when Cyrus was talking about his balls, and William said, well, the good thing for you is you never had any.
That is a good line.
Let me ask you something, Todd. You know, our queen is a master manipulator and a master negotiator. Who's better, Queen Helena or Queen Julie?
Oh, I think Queen Helena. I mean, anytime that you're willing to allow your people to view you as a hoe and give up maternity to children, I think she's absolutely the better manipulator.
Todd, I have to say, we love you for coming on and for chatting with us. And we love you for being such a big Royals fan.
Thank you so much.
So funny. So you all spend so much time together. I thought it'd be fun to see just how well you know each other and your other castmates. So we're gonna play a little trivia game. It's called Royal Blush. You've each got a stack of cards with pictures of Mark and the cast on them. I'm gonna ask a trivia question, and you're each gonna hold up the card for the person you think the question is about.
Okay.
Got it?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope so, because if you're wrong, you got to take a shot.
Oh, man.
Shot of what?
Tequila and vodka. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. Who has a tattoo that says, C'est la vie? I see an Alex. Alex is saying Alex, so I assume... Oh. Did I just ruin that?
Yes.
What's your card? Show me your card. He had it up already. I need a drink. I screwed up the game.
Shot for you. Shot. Come on.
Come on.
Hold your nose.
Shot.
I am not screwing up again. That was totally unplanned. This was not supposed to be me drinking. All right, next question. Who has been struck by lightning?
This explains everything. What do you got, Jake?
He's not
But
showing
you.
it. Okay, so we got 2 Williams and Mark.
Shot for Jakey.
Oh, man.
Drink!
It's William
Drink!
Mosley.
It's William Mosley.
It is William Mosley. I knew
Yeah.
that.
Go for it.
That's the wrong.
Shot.
Lovely.
All right, let's try this one. Who has said that they expect a manicure twice a week, massage 3 times a week, and a bath to be drawn?
That was the easiest one
I
yet.
don't know. Yeah. Is it me?
Alex, show your card, please. Everyone's right. It's Jake.
But only since I'm king.
It's only fitting. It's part of your character, right? You have to feel like a king.
Absolutely. It's about getting into character.
You should
know.
have people feeding you grapes. Okay, when we come back, we're gonna get into what we can expect from the rest of season 2, including the first minute from next week's episode. Stay right there, my royal subjects. There's even more coming up next.
Dethroned has this week's Royal Roundup. Eleanor loses at love again. And the King's speech takes a turn toward tyranny. For all the latest juicy gossip on the Royals, follow Dethroned on Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Welcome back to the Royal Hangover. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. We're gonna get Mark to tell us what's coming up for season 2 of the Royals. So Mark, you brought 3 possible dethroned headlines that could maybe be used for the end of season 2. Let's see what the headlines are. Will we find out if Helena is actually a murderer?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Short and sweet.
And we'll find out in the next episode.
Oh, that's why this one's gonna be so good. You guys have been teasing this. Okay. Next up, does Lenny pull herself together, or do we see her spiral out of control more?
You answer that one, Alex.
I think Ellen decides that she wants to get it together and ditch the drugs, and whether or not she's successful or not, I don't know, but she definitely sees this as a starting point.
Okay. And finally, this has been a question since season 1. Will we find out who the twins' real father is? Do you want to take this one?
Jake, you want that one?
I'm very happy to answer. Well, in Cyrus's eyes, it's a firm no. We don't want to find out. And how much of a spoiler would I be giving away by saying it's comes into the story, and you have to watch to find out if they are actually the kings or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the rest of the season is no doubt going to be exciting. But we've got something even more exciting for you right now, Loyals. That is right. We're going to show you the first minute of next week's episode right now.
Not sure I know how to answer that. We're just a family, you know. Like any family. And then we're not.
You're lying!
I'm not!
You tell the truth or you won't live to see another lying, cheating day!
Get off me!
You think I'm stupid? You think I'm paranoid?
I think you're coked out of your mind and don't know what you're doing.
You've been threatened ever since I fell in love with her!
Cyrus, remove the great sword of state from my throat. Also, help me God, you're gonna lose your last remaining testicle!
Oh! You kicked my balls!
I kicked your baller.
You bitch! You tell me what you did with her. Tell me!
People are sleeping, for God's sakes. Cyrus, get up. You're not that hurt. Stop being so dramatic.
So fun, you guys. I can't wait. All right, guys, only 3 more episodes left in the season and still so much royal intrigue to absorb. Thank you so much to Mark, Alex, Jake, and James for hanging out with us today and chatting about the show. I feel like I'm part of the royal family after tonight. Be sure to catch the Royal Hangover every Sunday following the Royals over at eOnline/The Royals. Good night, Loyals.